Hey everybody, JJ here. A little update on how things are going. Finished cleaning, bleaching, cleaning the hell out of this thing. Got a new outside filter for the carbon. Got to put that on, and still got to move some stuff around. But what I'm excited about is this bad boy right here. Now, this is the Active Aqua flood tray that is a little bit smaller, but it fits in a 2x4 tank, but it doesn't have as much of a square footage, I guess you could call it. So, all right. But what I did find is I like to use these totes. These totes are like $8, $9, $10. They're 27-gallon totes. I use those for my reservoir. Now, if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, I got these at Lowe's. This is essentially a rack that's used specifically for these totes. That'll fit 2 totes in it. Now, what I'm going to be doing is, the biggest problem I had was getting up over this lip with the tote or any type of reservoir to do change outs, stuff like that. Well, this has a little bit of a raised up bottom. As you can see, there's a little post underneath it. This tin over here, I'm not doing the raise up, so, but yeah, it works pretty good. These fit in perfectly. So what I decided to do is, because I'm using the floraflex, manifold is going to come up off of here, and so maybe like 1.5 feet. That way, and then I'm going to run all my tubing down the side to each, down the side to each, essentially. So everything's going to be modular, tied in. I'm going to have clips on the side of the Active Aqua. Now, the one thing that I was concerned with was tying all this in. Local guy at JD Daddario's, or Daddario's over in Franklin, he helped me out with this. Essentially, this used to be my old flood and drain lines. It's been replaced with this. So essentially, this top tray here, I cut this all the way out to right about here. So now what I can do is I'm actually going to replace this with an elbow version. So it's going to be an elbow. It's going to come down here. I'm going to have another elbow. Then I'm going to have a screw in, and that's going to head to the, it's going to be for the drainage and for the pump. So everything's going to come right down, drain right into here, and it's going to be pretty nice, because I'll be able to, I'm going to take the suctions off the pumps, and then I'll be able to turn this, move it, and gain access to the entire reservoir just by pulling everything out. I can clean it, I can change it, I can inspect it, and if I need to look at the reservoir, I can just pop it out. Hey, everything looks good. They do have things for 5-gallon pails. I'm not sure if I want to do it for this. It's essentially a kind of like a bulkhead that comes down here. What it does is just a tube that comes up the side, and what it does is it has like you can do it, it'll show the water line essentially. You can put like a neon float or something in it, so that way you can kind of see. But the water level in this will be the water level that you see in that tube. Now I'm going to test it. I'm going to cut one of these, an older one, throw one of the bulkhead things in it, and check it to see if it'll hold with 27 gallons in it, or 25 gallons, whatever. That way it's just one less thing that you need to do. and to make things easier, so that way instead of looking in to see, oh hey, do I need to top off the res, you can just look and say, hey, the res is down halfway. Okay, yeah, I need to top it off. And then from there, you slide it out, top it off with either adding nutrients or adding some more water, or however you decide to do it for your system. So, and the lights are in the mail. Right now I'm using the Viper Par 450s in here, and the quantum board for in here. So, but I will say this, it's going to be a lot less heat with the quantum boards, and now that these fans are going to be outside the tent, same with that fan that's going up, going to be outside the tent, it's going to make things a hell of a lot easier as far as maintaining the heat, and I'm going to have a little bit more of an elevation. So yeah, that'll be good. And heat's the one thing you don't really want to get too high. I'm not running CO or CO2, so I really don't have the option of running heat, so, you know, like above 80 degrees or whatnot. I'm trying to stay in like the 70 to 75 range, and it's tough with all these electronics inside the tent. So yeah, we'll see how that works. But real excited about this. And this, the bins might be $8 a pop. These, they come with lids, and when I'm done with the cycle, I will take that bin, clean it out, and I will use it for, I don't know, storage. And it'll have its place in the hydro system as it's new, but as it's got a cycle out of it, I just replace it, because this isn't food grade plastic, so it can hold bacteria and stuff in this. But if I bleach it and do all that, I don't mind storing stuff in it, just not for a hydro system. This rack, it gives enough to do 2 full shelves. So there's 5 levels. So I'm going to take the next level. Next level is going over here, and just going to do it same thing that I did over here. I'm going to cut out the main line. I'm going to run the same tubing. That way I have the same options over here to pull the tray out and do what I need to do. So pretty happy about that. The brand, let me see if I can get this. This is the instructions for the rack. So it tells me to desired height. That's the height that we like. The one on the far left. And it works awesome. Like I said, these 27-gallon reservoirs were my go-to. And now I have a shelf that fits perfectly for what I'm using it for. So questions, comments, leave them below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you get any ideas or stuff I should do differently, or a different way of doing my setup, please let me know. I'm always open to ideas and trying out new things as far as this hydroponics setup goes. But yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. All right, everyone, have a good day. Bye.